Hi, this is part 5 of our relationship and the zigzag. In case you don't understand zigzag, it means up and down, up and down. Pretty much problems in a relationship. Okay, part 5 of relationship and the zigzag. This part 5, I want to talk about who we are before coming to the relationship. Who we are before coming to the relationship. You see, somehow we have this idea that a relationship is just a miracle. Like you can see, what do I mean by that? In the sense that we ignore who we are, the two partners, the man and the woman coming in the relationship. We ignore who we are in the sense of what is my behavior? How do I get along with people? How do I compromise with people in my life? We ignore that and we just think that once I get in a relationship, everything will be so perfect. Oh, I'm looking for my man, I'm looking for my woman. And we have this concept of a soulmate. And we think that because if that person is really my soulmate, everything will just click perfectly. The way I just draw my finger and they didn't crash into each other. So we just think that the relationship will be a miracle in the sense that whoever I find, we're just going to click and we'll be perfect. But hashtag, it's not like that. Why? Because a relationship will only be the summary or the putting together to come to a middle ground of the two people who get into the relationship. How am I as a man as I get into the relationship? How is my behavior? What is my temper? Or how do I react with my temper? Or how patient am I? How cooperative I am? How withdraw am I? All the good and the bad, they come into the relationship. And the woman, whatever skill she have, how does she cooperate easily? For example, some people are harder to work with than other people. So if you are harder to work with in general than other people, more than likely you'll find a man or you'll find a woman, depending on who you are, that it will be hard for the person to work with you. You see that? So either I'm harder to work with or she's harder to work with. Once we're together, that speciality of being particularly difficult, being particularly hard to work with will come out. So naturally, it will affect me if it's the woman is like that, or it will affect her if I am the one that is like that. So the relationship will end up being who I am coming into the relationship, who she is coming into the relationship. The two mingle together. What will it give? So most of the time, because we are not, we are generally not nice people, it will end up bad because I bring very negative behavior to the relationship, and she bring negative behavior to the relationship. It can only be negative, very negative, negative. So it end up being negative. But somehow we just think that, oh, once I met it, we'll be so sweet to each other. And generally people say, well, oh, we'll get old together. I will love her till I die. There's even songs like that. I will love you till I die. Yeah, little baby. Something like that. I will die. I will love you till I die. You see, but then, are you really gonna love her till she die? No matter what behavior she brings to the table. Even you were saying that you love her till you die. You will even hate her sometimes. Sometimes you don't want to see her and all that. So, in other words, don't expect the relationship to be a miracle when what you are bringing into it will not generate the miracle. What you are bringing to the table, I hate that expression, bring to the table, because it brings a lot of negative things. But what you are bringing to the couple is now, it will not predict a miracle. It will not predict a good thing to come out of it. You see what I mean? Oh, let me say it this way. I know somebody who once wanted to cook a cake, right? Instead of putting baking powder into the cake, the person put baking soda into the cake. And somehow the person didn't realize that there's a difference between the two, baking powder and baking soda. And at the end, the person was expecting to get a nice cake and everything. And the cake didn't come out good. And then when we started reviewing what happened for the cake not to be good, that's when we find out that the person has put baking soda instead of baking powder. You see, one ingredient can mess things up. So how much more if there are two ingredients, one coming from me, you, one coming from me, or vice versa? You see what I mean? So the way we handle money, the way we are cooperative with people. Some people they just don't like to cooperate with people. They will isolate. You want to do things, they're not interested in anything. They want to just be on their own. How can that person be married? Or if they're married, it's like you are single, two single living together. The person don't want to do stuff. They just like that. See, that person come in a relationship, and if unless the person finds somebody else who also like to be like that in a relationship, then both of them will be happy being married by living as if they are single. Versus if the other person think we are married, we have to do things together, and you don't want to do it, that will be misery in that place. So pretty much, we need to analyze who we are coming into the relationship, and I should not worry much about that woman coming in the relationship because I don't have much control over her. So as far as my part is concerned, am I coming into the relationship with all the good elements that can predict a successful relationship before I worry about who I'm bringing into the couple? Because I can be good, but if I pick somebody who's bad, then good plus bad, it will be bad. You see what I mean? So you first worry about you and be realistic and objective in analyzing what you are bringing into the relationship. And now be wise enough to choose somebody who will not bring everything down. So we have to be mature to know what I'm bringing to the relationship. Know that, okay, I need to work on that because if I get in a relationship, naturally it will not work because of this misbehavior from me. And at least if you know that about you and you're working on it before getting into a relationship, you are more than likely to succeed than just take it for the way it is and expect the other person to put up with you. You see what I mean? So generally, we come into a relationship not being ready to make it succeed, and we expect a miracle, and the miracle doesn't happen. It's the separation, the hate, the hatred, and all the bad things that happen. Thank you.